Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at something incredibly fascinating, yet honestly wonderfully simple. We're going to learn exactly how you can take basic, everyday ingredients and make the flour B12 enriched. It's like a perfect collision of science and your kitchen counter, taking a total pantry standard and making it work way harder for your nutrition. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. We all want to optimize our nutrition, right? And finding natural ways to actively support our vitamin B12 intake, well, that's a really great goal. So it raises a huge question. Can you actually enrich simple flour with vitamin B12? Well, the answer lies in a brilliant biological solution: fermented flour. By just kind of tweaking how we prep our absolute basics, we can unlock nutritional support that regular flour just doesn't offer on its own. It's a total game changer. Section 1. The preparation phase. Simple ingredients. All right, so here is step 1. We start by grabbing either whole wheat or millet flour. These robust, less refined flours serve as a fantastic nutritional base. Next, we mix that flour with clean, warm water. And listen, the temperature here is absolutely key. It basically acts like an alarm clock to wake up the biological process we're about to kickstart. You want to mix this until you get a nice, thick batter. Not quite a dough, definitely not a liquid, but a really substantial canvas for our fermentation. Let's move to and see how this builds. To get the fermentation actually going, step 2 requires us to invite some microscopic friends to the party. You basically have 2 highly effective options to inoculate your batter here. You can use a dedicated probiotic starter, or, if you've done this process before, you can literally just mix in a small scoop of your previously fermented batter. Either way, you're providing that vital spark that just brings the flour to life. Moving on, step 3 is all about environment control. Once it's mixed and inoculated, you need to keep your batter in a clean, covered bowl. Now, I know it sounds like a minor detail, but it is absolutely critical. The clean bowl prevents unwanted microbes from crashing the party, while the cover protects the really delicate environment inside. You're basically setting the perfect stage for the good bacteria to get to work. Section 2. The fermentation transformation. And this brilliantly illustrates the timeline. At 0 hours, we've got our fresh mixed batter. We place that covered bowl in a warm place, and suddenly, time effectively becomes our invisible ingredient. You need a minimum of 12 hours for the warm ferment to really activate, but you can actually let it run up to a maximum of 24 hours. During this quiet resting window, the whole invisible transformation of your flour is literally in full swing. Now, let's look at a quote directly from the source. It says, "The natural bacteria grow during fermentation and may help improve nutrition, including small amounts of B vitamins." Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these natural bacteria act as the main characters of our story. As they multiply in that nice, warm environment, they are actively upgrading the nutritional profile of the flour, providing that vital vitamin B12 support we set out to achieve. It's doing the hard work for us. So, the crucial point is just how remarkably simple and repeatable this sequence actually is. Let's quickly recap the 4 steps. 1. Mix whole wheat or millet flour with clean, warm water. 2. Add your probiotic starter or previous batter. 3. Keep it secure in a clean, covered bowl. And finally, 4. Let it ferment in a warm place for 12 to 24 hours. Honestly, it's a highly efficient, foolproof method to totally upgrade your food. Section 3. Ready to cook. Culinary applications. Okay, so once you hit that 12 to 24-hour mark, your batter's going to be bubbly, super active, and ready to use. And here is where it gets delicious. You can use this freshly fermented batter to make warm, pliable roti, incredibly crispy dosas, or, my favorite, even fluffy pancakes for breakfast. It really proves that this super batter isn't just some abstract science experiment. It is literally the foundation for a deeply flavorful everyday meal. So we've seen exactly how basic flour can be systematically transformed. With just some warm water, a starter, and a little bit of patience, you can completely make the flour B12 enriched. It's a brilliant reminder that sometimes, the most powerful nutritional technologies aren't found in a modern high-tech lab, but right in our ancient food preparation traditions. The toolkit is totally in your hands now. So what will you bake? How will you use this living ingredient to upgrade your daily diet? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.